Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Mi channel. There is a demon hidden in the devil fruits. This has been said since the beginning of the series, but we've never been told why. And now, we will dive into this. And in today's video, we will discover what the devil of the fruits is. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. I believe the devil of the devil fruits could be something much greater than just a mythical entity or a symbolic explanation for the powers of these fruits. It might be a real force, a being that somehow exists within the world of One Piece, and its connection to the devil fruits could be directly linked to the ancient struggle between the D-bearers and the world nobles. From the beginning of the series, the devil fruits have always been presented as mysterious objects, capable of granting extraordinary powers to those who consume them, but at a cost: the inability to swim. If the sea is the mother of nature, as Vegapunk suggests in chapter 1067, then these fruits are something that defies the natural order of the world, something that shouldn't exist within the normal rules of life. Maybe what we call the devil of the devil fruits isn't a physical being, but rather a manifestation of this transgression against nature, an entity that somehow spreads through the fruits and the users, altering their existences forever. But what if it's something even deeper? If each user of a devil fruit is somehow connected to this entity, what does that mean for the world? And more importantly, what does it mean for those who carry the D in their names? The so-called demons by the celestial dragons. The relationship between the devil fruits and the Gorosei themselves is something that could offer clues about what this demon really is. In chapter 1086, it was confirmed that the 5 elders have powers linked to yokai, creatures that, in Japanese culture, can be seen both as evil spirits and as guardians, or enigmatic beings that transcend human understanding. If the Gorosei, who represent the supreme power of the world government, possess these fruits, it could mean that these demonic abilities are somehow connected to the system that controls the world. But why would the world nobles, who call the bearers of the D demons, use the powers of these fruits themselves? Perhaps the devil fruits are a gift from the demon itself, or a form of ancient energy that was corrupted? If they truly represent different possibilities for human evolution, as Vegapunk mentions, then it could be that at some point in the world's history, these fruits were something pure, a manifestation of humanity's will to evolve. But something happened. Maybe the world government took this power for itself and altered it, turning it into a burden instead of a blessing. Who knows? The devil fruits might have originally been created by those who fought against the world nobles, the first D-bearers, but ended up being altered, condemning anyone who used them to be rejected by the sea. The idea that the fruits come from a demonic entity could also be linked to the concept of reincarnation. In chapter 1069, we see that when a devil fruit user loses their life, their power reappears in another nearby fruit. This means the essence of the fruit never disappears, it just changes form. This cycle of rebirth could indicate that there is a consciousness behind these abilities, something that is always trying to manifest in the physical world. What if this cycle is actually a mechanism created to ensure that this demon never disappears completely? If we take this into the context of the Gorosei and their yokai-based fruits, we could imagine that the entities they embody might be manifestations of this same demon, but used in a controlled way. While the normal devil fruits are scattered across the world and used by anyone who finds them, the fruits of the Gorosei seem to be something special, as if they are pure versions of this power, reserved only for those at the top of the world hierarchy. This could indicate that the world government not only knows what the devil fruits are, but has also found a way to master this force, turning something that could originally be a weapon against them into a tool for their own benefit. But what about the D-bearers? Why are they called demons by the world nobles? If the demon of the devil fruits really exists, it may have a direct relationship with these people, perhaps as an ancestral power that was banished or sealed. In chapter 1040, Big Mom mentions that the D is something that shouldn't exist. This implies that there is something in the lineage of these people that represents a threat to the world government, something that cannot be erased no matter how many centuries pass. If the D-bearers are the true descendants of this demon, or perhaps those who inherited its will, this could explain why the devil fruits exist in the first place. If the fruits are a manifestation of human hope and imagination, as Vegapunk suggests, maybe the D-bearers are those who carry this hope in its purest form. It could be that the fruits are an attempt to bring this vision to reality, a way of granting people the power to shape their own destiny. But at the same time, they carry a curse, the rejection by the sea, which could mean that anyone who tries to change the world will inevitably be punished for it. Perhaps the demon of the devil fruits is in fact the very spirit of freedom, a being or force that represents the fight against the fate imposed by the world government. If this is true, then the Gorosei, by consuming their yokai fruits, may be trying to take this power for themselves. distorting its true essence so that it serves their purposes. They may have turned the devil fruits into something that grants power, but at the same time keeps those who use them under control, preventing them from reaching their true potential. This would explain why Shanks, someone who seems to understand much more about the world than he lets on, has never eaten a devil fruit. He may know that these fruits, although granting incredible abilities, carry with them a hidden connection to the very system that governs the world. If there is a demon behind the devil fruits, perhaps its true identity is connected to the lost century itself. It could be that before the rise of the world government, this being was an entity that was revered or feared, and its essence was divided between the fruits to prevent it from returning to its original state. If this is true, then someone who manages to gather all the devil fruits or uncover their true origin might end up freeing this entity, bringing back something that was sealed hundreds of years ago. And who else would be in a position to do that but Luffy, someone whose very power comes from a special devil fruit linked to the legend of the sun god? Maybe the true purpose of the devil fruits was never just to grant powers, but rather to awaken something dormant within the world. If the devil of the devil fruits exists, it may not be a villain, but a force waiting to be unleashed, a force that could change everything. And if that moment comes, it could be that the world nobles, the Gorosei, and the entire world government will finally reveal what they truly fear. But why does the sea reject devil fruit users? If the fruits were created as part of an experiment or a means of survival for an ancient civilization, the ocean might represent the natural force that combats them. The ancient civilization could have clashed with Poseidon or another ancient weapon, and the sea was programmed to cleanse this threat. This would not be an arbitrary weakness, but rather a defense mechanism of the planet against the power of the fruits. Another possibility is that the true devil of the devil fruits is still sealed somewhere, and the fruits are just remnants of its power. If this is true, then the person who manages to gather or understand the essence of these fruits may end up unleashing this entity, whether to restore it or destroy it once and for all. Luffy, who possesses the sun god Nika fruit, might be the key to this. His fruit is different from the others, having been hidden and renamed by the world government itself. This means that its true nature was dangerous to the status quo, and it could be directly tied to the heart of this mystery. If the devil of the devil fruits is an entity that carries the essence of a destroyed civilization, its existence may be what the celestial dragons fear above all else. They may not only be trying to rule the world, but also to prevent this force from awakening again. This would make the world government not just an oppressive entity, but a desperate institution trying to contain something they know they cannot control. In the end, the devil of the devil fruits may be more than just an evil entity. It could be the personification of freedom and revolution, a force that defies fate and seeks to restore something lost. If this is the case, then Luffy's final battle will not just be against the world government, but against the very history of the world and the secret that has been buried for centuries. Ultimately, the devil of the devil fruits may be much more than a simple legend or an evil spirit. It could be the personification of an ancient force that was divided and scattered across the world, connecting all who consume these fruits in a mysterious and perhaps revolutionary way. Luffy, with his sun god fruit, may be the key holder to this entire mystery, capable of releasing something that has been sealed for centuries. And who would have thought, right? Luffy's final fight won't just be against the world government, but against the world's very secret, a history they tried to bury. In the end, maybe the true devil is more of a force of freedom waiting to be awakened. And if that happens, the world government will realize that the real danger isn't the fruits, but what they truly represent. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.